The definition of insane: utterly senseless.
Kim, there's a spider on you.
No, there's not, Mom!
I swear.
Oh my God!
Get it off of her, Mom! Please get it off of her! Get it off, Mom! Get it off of her!
Mom, is there really a spider on me?
No, it's not.
Oh my God, I'm gonna pee in my
Look at my sweater. Is there a spider on
No, there
isn't.
isn't.
To what extent is society insane? This is a simple question to answer. Society is completely insane. We live in a world where doctors and lawyers are just the background noise to a buzz created by idiots. Society is run by the entertainment industry and the culture that comes with it. Kids grow up looking at the Kardashians as superstars and the Jersey Shore characters as role models. Just like Esther and the Bell Jar, some people feel shut out from this world and hopeless because they are the only ones. However, the society we live in just goes along with the insanity and enjoys doing it.
Last year, Kim Kardashian brought in over $6 million in revenue from her TV show and clothing line. As we learned in economics, the income of an individual is directly related to their worth in society. So this means society values Kim Kardashian as much as 30 doctors or 100 teachers. If this is true, then this absurdity makes society completely insane.
In the Bell Jar, Esther decides she needs to escape these trends. In her society, girls are expected to become wives and mothers, and she has no ability to change that. Esther escapes through a failed attempt at suicide and a life in a mental ward. Is this truly an escape, though? Because it's hard to look at her life as the solution to society. Society creates norms and boundaries that are utterly senseless. Society restricts the personalities and lives of those within it and creates insane expectations for people. An example is society's expectations of women. They are supposed to become housewives and are essentially secondary to men. Esther sees the insanity in this, yet there is nothing she can do to change it. Society also has insane expectations for men. They are expected to be strong, providing, and are expected to act manly and be attracted to women. In Hedwig and the Angry Inch, Hedwig identifies as a woman breaking through the societal expectation of him and is outcast and treated poorly because of it. Although Hedwig is a completely normal person with a good personality, society just labels him as different and exiles him. Society ignores a completely fine person. Insanity.
Along with society's restrictions and norms comes a difficulty. How can someone be themselves and show their true personality if society will always be judging them? This is yet another reason why society is insane. People have to put on a front just to be quote-unquote accepted. This is a large issue in the Bell Jar. Is Esther the insane one, or is society as a whole insane? Esther tries to follow her dreams and let her true identity blossom, yet is labeled as insane because she is different. Does her desire to succeed in the business world make her insane? Does her desire to break out of her gender's typical roles make her insane? The answer should be no. Society is the insane one. Society stifles a determined, smart, hardworking girl and drives her to attempt suicide, and then labels her as the insane one who is unfit.
Now that we have identified society as the problem, we need to find a solution. Personally, we accept the insanity that is present. Between the three of us, we enjoy watching shows like The Jersey Shore and MTV, and we are able to distinguish between reality and what we see on the screen. However, this is not so easy for everyone.
One way to beat the insanity is to just leave society. Some people may leave society for good, such as Henry David Thoreau, and try to avoid insanity by being in solitude. Others may try to escape for just a short time, more commonly known as a vacation. This is a more practical approach for the average American who is fed up with society's insanity. Another approach is to try to just ignore the insanity. This will be much harder to accomplish. You have to forget the norms and the restrictions to society. Don't follow the idiots you see on television. Be yourself. Let your true identity show, and don't worry about how the world will view you. Act as your true self and let society be the insane one.
Walden Pond is about nature, but it's not just about nature. It's also about man's relationship to nature as he lives in the world around him. In Walden, you'll see that Thoreau wanted to make a point that we can live simply and easily and still enjoy life and enjoy the nature around us without being consumed by things like debt and the other problems that we associate with the hectic stage of life.
In conclusion, the escape from society, with its insane yet captivating conventions, must be accomplished through the portrayal of one's true self. This is completed through acting and saying things that come from the soul, or as William James would say, the spiritual me. We cannot let society's absurdity engulf our culture, or we can never move forward and progress as a human race. By not worrying about how society views oneself and being confident in one's beliefs, then one can break free from society's mind-gripping insanity.